My name is Melanie Cope-Machiel and my job role here is Head of Marketing and Technology. We're a law firm based in the northwest of England. We're a largely litigious law firm, meaning that a lot of our case types land up in the courts. Some of the case types that we focus on mainly at the moment and some that we're most prominently known for include PCP claims, business energy claims, business interruption cases. We also do undisclosed commission claims. We are also taking on immigration cases now. We've decided to start helping individuals that are fleeing the war in Ukraine with pro bono asylum applications. We like to believe that we're fighting the good fight. And if you go on our website, you'll see that that's kind of our tagline, making justice accessible to all. My role at Barings is as the Head of Marketing and Technology for the firm. As you can imagine, that's quite a wide encompassing role. On the technology side, I manage the Zoho suite of tools. So the Zoho products that we use here at Barings Law are CRM. We use WorkDrive, Writer, Social, Campaigns, Sign and Flow, and these all under the umbrella of our Zoho One subscription. Technology is not quite where it needs to be to support most law firms, so thank goodness we found Zoho. So when we were deciding which platform to use, there was a lot considered, and one of those main factors was how much it would cost us as a firm to implement the solution. One of the issues that we found with Salesforce is because we didn't have a Salesforce specialist in-house, we would more than likely need to outsource that to a special Salesforce implementation partner, and those fees can rack up unbelievably quickly. So the beautiful thing about Zoho is that you don't need to know everything there is to know about Zoho in order to implement it successfully. Pretty much any business can hit the ground running from the moment they sign up to Zoho. As a law firm that handles thousands and thousands of cases every month, my favorite feature has to be the automation and the power that gives us as a firm to bulk process so many cases. Everyone came around quite quickly to the idea that, you know what, this actually makes my life easier, it doesn't make my life harder. The staff know that there's not really any limitations to what we can do with automation now. If one of the team leaders or someone has an idea, they go, right, well, you know what, let's go speak to Mel because I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do something like this. And yeah, it gives our teams the ability to focus on the legal stuff, which is what really matters at the end of the day. So we use Zoho CRM to manage our entire caseload, all the way from the front end where we onboard the client, all the way through to litigation and finally settlement. We also use CRM to automate a lot of our correspondence to all of our clients. Moving over to Zoho CRM from Pipedrive has been an incredible experience. Back in the day, everything was disjointed, disconnected, relied on big teams of developers to make, little things work well. Since moving over to Zoho, we've been able to double our caseload on a monthly basis. We've been able to automate a lot of the very menial tasks that people used to have to do manually. Everyone's got access to everything when they need it. The structure and control that we have within CRM makes sure that there's no issues with data integrity and people don't change things they're not supposed to, and it just means that we can provide our clients with the most seamless experience possible. Anyone can automate something on Zoho. So for example, if you want a client to be told that their letter of claim has been sent out at a certain stage in the CRM, Zoho can do all of that for you. The template editor is really easy to use and the workflows are really easy to understand. So every interaction we have with a client is recorded on CRM, whether that be a phone call, an email, a witness statement questionnaire. CRM is kind of the central point for every touch point with the client, which is great for our customer service teams. It means that at the click of a button, they've got access to the client's entire case history, and it's great for auditing purposes as well, meaning that every single thing that we've done on that case is present when the auditor needs access to it. CRM also has a really great Kanban view. You can customize pipelines to suit your legal processes, color code them, all the fancy stuff that comes with CRM customization, and it makes our team's workflows very visual and easy to follow. So one of the really cool flexible things about Zoho CRM is the fact that you can create your own custom modules. For example, we've used it to create a custom reviews module. And basically the way that works is every time a customer phones in and has an interaction with one of our customer service agents, if that phone call lasts longer than 60 seconds, We know that because our call system is integrated with CRM, which was really easy to do as well. The client will receive an automated email which encourages them to rate the interaction that they had today. The client fills in a short little survey that then pulls straight back into the custom reviews module, and we obviously use that for MI purposes. A lot of the time, the first you'll hear of an unhappy client is when they've left a bad rating on your Trustpilot or your Google page. We're trying to be proactive about it, and Zoho CRM allows us to do that by contacting the client straight after that initial phone call. We found that we've been able to often turn unhappy clients into happy clients just by a follow-up call from our customer service manager. Previously, complaints could take anything between 2 and 3 weeks to resolve. Some of our complaint response times have gone down to 2-3 days because it's just so much more efficient to work in one system to deal with everything. In most law firms, you'll find that they've got a typical case management software. In our case, that used to be Proclaim. Proclaim is a legal case management platform that you can use to keep track of all of your litigious cases. We use Proclaim for virtually none of our cases now. The only cases that still use Proclaim are cases where the cost billing is very specific and done by the minute. Otherwise, everything is run through on Zoho CRM. Some of the challenges that we've faced with Proclaim is the technology is quite old, meaning it's very difficult to customize. We have to hire a special development company that help us customize things in Proclaim still to this very day. The APIs are quite tricky and difficult to use, and the automation just simply isn't up to the scale that Zoho is at. We wouldn't be able to run nearly half the cases we run now if we were just using Proclaim. The team are thrilled to be using Proclaim less and less nowadays. We fondly refer to it as the dinosaur software. They just have so much more freedom and autonomy on Zoho CRM than what they did on Proclaim. And it's because Zoho CRM is all browser based and it doesn't rely on any kind of application to be installed on your computer. It just means that they can access it from anywhere, and that makes it a lot easier for everyone. Before the pandemic, we would have never been in a position to afford our staff the opportunity to work from home. One of the challenges of that was our Proclaim installation. We have Proclaim on a physical server in the office, which you would have to connect to via remote desktop, which is all right if you're working from home. But if your laptop doesn't have the right technical specs or whatever the case, it can be challenging to access some of these softwares. Also, we have to secure our Proclaim server ourselves. The great thing about Zoho is I can administer all of the remote working security procedures from my admin account. I've force-enabled a multi-factor authentication for everyone. Every time they log in, they have to use their the one-time PIN or whatever that gets sent to their mobile device, or they can use their authenticator app, however they choose. I can determine how many logged-in sessions users can have at any given time. I can whitelist IP addresses so that users have to use a VPN before they can access Zoho and that kind of stuff. So Zoho has really empowered us to give our staff the opportunity to work from home securely.